about that time for the Midwest music grind. Independent artists shine. It's the Midwest music grind, and it's about that time for the Midwest music grind. Independent artists shine. It's the Midwest music grind. Yeah.
Yes, Sirski. Y'all know what's going on, man. It's another brand new episode of the hottest show in the tri-state and, in my opinion, the Midwest region, y'all. I'm talking about my show, the Midwest Music Grind, right here on 98.5 FM, Weoa. And y'all know it's been hot all summer, man, but we're going to continue to keep on heating up. We heating up out here, man, with the homie, man. I got a new special guest in here today. I got the homie Grant Els is in the building. What's up, my guy? How you doing, bro?
How you doing? Pleasure to be here.
Bro, I'm glad you took some time to come out here, bro. I know we've been missing each other a little bit, man, but you here now. I don't care. I appreciate you coming out, but bro, it's hot outside, bro.
It is. It's very hot. I love it though. So.
Oh yeah, same. You know what I'm saying? I see you catching your tan and everything, bro, going crazy.
Trying to.
What's been up though, man? How you been?
Oh, same old. I mean, I just, been busy being a dad, really. That's the
fatherhood.
Big thing. Yes, this is a big thing for me.
Dad to dad, baby. We just had Father's Day, baby.
Yep.
That's right. We matter too.
And I didn't have to grill out, so.
Hey, look, I was just happy to come home and just have my daughter and my son and all that stuff, and it was great, bro. Yeah. Like I was more than blessed to wake up and just enjoy my Father's Day, man. And I still had to work.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's what we do, baby. We gotta make them ends meet.
That's what it's all about. I feel like so.
Yes, sir. Bro, you know what's so crazy is that I know that this is a long time coming. We've supposed to been done linked up and done some stuff, man. But you know what? You're here now, man. And I just want to say I appreciate you coming out, man, for real.
Thanks for having me. I do appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So let's go through the journey, man. I know you've also had a different name. What was your other name before we get to the new one?
I went by LSD before that for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just here recently decided to change it because just trying to separate myself away from a lifestyle that I don't feel like I promote anymore. And I just want to be more true to myself.
That's all we can be in this art right here, man. This is literally art. And, it's freedom of expression. Yeah. You know what I mean? To be who you are and what you are. And, that's enough. I feel like that's enough, period.
Well, everybody's allowed to use their real names now. That wasn't a thing.
Right,
you
bro.
know what
Who
I'm saying?
Are you telling me?
And I love that.
I went through a few names before I got finally just to Dat Boi Maxxx. You know what I mean? Like that it fits me. It is me. Right. And that's just, it's what you get. You know what I mean? So the fact that it took this long was kind of funny, but you know what? I'll take it.
Sure.
But trying to be called a name like Rain,
yeah,
I love it.
I tried Decibel before that for a while. And I was
but you know what? We have to go through that to kind of figure out how we want to go about our artistry, bro. Yeah. For sure. Mm-hmm. So I know you used to really rock with Manny and Todd and them like that, man. What was that like and what kind of got you to them?
Shout out to them.
Big shout out to them.
For sure, because they really put me on. Because I had spent a little bit of time after I had released Methods of Mass Production. It was like my first studio project. Okay. In like an actual, studio, not just like in a closet. And I met up with them after kind of hitting some barriers. I just couldn't find someone to record me. I was kind of losing it, like as far as like, I don't know if I'm going to release this thing anymore. And then it just kind of happened. Like, I think I talked to a guy named Takeoff, who at the time was in legendary status. And then that kind of went up through Kilo. And then they talked with Manny and Todd.
Shout out to Takeoff. Shout out to Kilo, too.
And so they put me on. He started putting a camera in front of my face and recording me every week, showing me love about that, too.
That's
and then
dope right there. So you actually were just surrounded by some love, support.
Straight up. And then they introduced me to Todd over at PG when he was still doing that, different Todd, and he put me on some shows. Yeah, and then he put my headliner on out there, and so it was a lot of love that got me to where this point. Yeah, really. Yeah.
Oh, that's love, man. I love to hear that. I'm glad to see that people kind of just took you in under their wing. It was like, come on over here with us. We all gonna be straight over here.
Oh man, they let me do whatever I want to. They didn't. They weren't like, don't do that. Or
non-judgmental. Just go in there and just express.
Do what you do.
Be an artist and do what you do. Mm-hmm. That's love, bro. You don't really see a lot of people have a lot of people around to give you that advice to, bro, we gonna love you no matter what you do. Go ahead and do what you do, and we're gonna rock with you. Period.
For sure.
Just for that. So that's awesome, man. So your first studio album mixtape was called, one more time?
Methods of Mass Production.
Okay.
And I put some of that on Spotify, but not all of it.
Yeah.
I use samples and stuff, so I was like, I'm not trying to get
cool.
sued.
So like, was it all self-produced or who produced it?
Hunter House produced like all of it at that time. He was producing, and then whenever I did Reset Button in 2016, I think, or 2017 when I released that, he pretty much produced all that as well. Mm-hmm. And then it wasn't until my EP later on that I started kind of
see, bro. The fact that you're saying this one and then this one and then you said the word EP lets me know you've been grinding.
Yeah, I took a break. You know, I can't lie. Like I took a break around 2021 because, you know, having my daughter, having my son last year, and we moved out of Evansville, so it was just a whole lot happening at one time. So unfortunately, music took a back seat.
Yeah.
And
it's like that sometimes.
I'm back
man,
now, though.
Just to get some priorities straight.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back in the swing of it to an extent. You know,
yeah.
I have this record I've been working on for the last 5 years, and I really want to put it out. Like, it's something that I thought for a minute maybe I won't do it anymore, and I was like, I've paid for all these beats, I've got all this material, I just can't. You know what I mean?
It's
just
in
there.
you, bro. It's gonna be in you until you're done, bro.
I try to put it down, and I can't do it. So I just have accepted that I have to just make that balance now. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. I'm the same way, bro. I just don't believe in the words of "I quit." I just don't when it comes to something that you love, and I know I do. It's not all I know. I will say that that's not the truth. But for me, I feel like you only fail when you stop.
Oh, I agree with that. I feel like a lot of people who may have just been one more day away. Right. You know what I'm saying? And they had no idea, because you know how it is. I mean, it's like sometimes it feels like you're not getting anywhere.
Like you're not getting anywhere, like you're not being heard, like you're not being seen. And you know, right now with this world today, everything is visually. Yeah. And it's like, if you're not even doing any visuals, what are you doing?
Well, and I'm not going to lie. I think COVID hurt artists a lot, man. I mean, it slowed me down all the way, because we were at that point. We're doing shows, we're doing merchandise.
Oh no, I remember.
We were connecting. You know what I'm saying? And it was a really exciting time. We were behind closed doors talking with some people, and it was just one of those things where, I don't know. I guess once the show stopped and everything, it was kind of like a sock in the mouth almost. You know
I think 2020 was the year that a lot of venues, I wouldn't say turned their back on local artists, but I will say they made it to where, you know, with how restrictions were, we can't worry about a band being booked or any artist being booked or anything. And I feel like they haven't taken off the clamps.
Yeah, haven't recovered really.
They haven't you know what I mean? And so we're fighting everywhere just to be heard, bro, or even have a gig or be seen or have a karaoke or have a show. You know what I mean? Like, thankfully, it's not like that now, you know, but 4 years ago, it was you couldn't get nowhere.
It's come a long way. I feel like it was hard, especially I feel like for hip hop artists in particular,
especially around here, man.
Just to get, it's like I was always seeing people go out of the city in order to get shows, and then whenever I started doing things, it was like, you know, here and there, you know what I'm saying? But like seeing those doors open up and those hurdles kind of get put to the side and let these guys do that, because there's so much talent out here. It's crazy.
It's a crazy amount of talent. And if
I
you
know
do
people say it all the time.
Shout out to you, because, you know, we appreciate you and we want you to succeed, bro. At the end of the day, we want everybody to eat, man. This ain't no selfish thing or this and that. So, like, I'm going to say this one more time. If you got some material and it needs to be heard, or you feel like you're struggling to be heard, holla at me. Make sure you just get a hold of the station. Do something. Send me some links. All that cool stuff, man, because we're all about making sure your voice is heard too. Somebody got to fight for the people. And I'll be wrong if I feel like I didn't feel like that could be something that I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. It's a difference. Not that I had to. It's something I wanted to.
Well, as I get older too, I feel like it's kind of our responsibility, with especially when you see new artists trying their thing, like to not gatekeep them from having the opportunities that you either didn't have or maybe you just started getting. Because I do see that sometimes too. And it's like, it's kind of sad, because it's like you've got these guys with some talent, and then you might have, like I said, a hurdle in the way, you know what I mean, that's stopping them from being able to be heard in the right way. And I think it's kind of on us as we're getting up there to look back and say, try to put them in the right spot or try to send them on that right path, that right
path,
road.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Talk to the right people. You know what I mean? In order to get heard.
This whole program is based on opportunities, period. That's how I feel about it. That's why I'm glad that they took a chance on doing this. You know what I mean? It's a great platform for people to express themselves and their artistry, bro, at the end of the day. And that's all that we really want, ain't it?
Oh,
that's all we want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's awesome, bro. So what you're working on now, is it like an actual project, an album, an EP? What is it?
It is, I'm going to say it's a full album.
How many songs we talking?
I'm going to say I want to be safe right now because I've been making a lot of cuts, maybe like crazy, but right now I'm at like 10 or 11.
10 or 11? Okay.
I might add because I subtracted a ton. At least it was double that and more before I started making the cuts and then actually going to the studio to record. Yeah. But we're about halfway done with the final recording. It's called I'm Fine.
I'm Fine. Okay.
And it's going to be a lot more personal. Like I don't get really very silly or anything like that I've done in the past. Some songs that I've kind of done a little more zany or like off the cuff or whatever. But this is a lot more serious, a lot more personal. So I'm excited about it.
Good. Yeah. As you should be, man. As you should be, man. I've seen some of your videos over the years. You definitely have some different visuals from everybody else. What made you want to go that kind of route?
Well, I would say I have quite the imagination.
Yep.
I've always had that since I was a little kid, and I've never really let that go. Mm-hmm. And we're having Todd and Manny there to...
Bro, One Shot was going crazy, man. I love them dudes, but them dudes have been going crazy for a minute. They even did the Angry Nerds.
Oh, yeah. That video's
Some things
crazy.
Do change, you know what I'm saying, when we was in our costumes and we thought we was superheroes.
That video's insane.
But we was on... I don't know what we was on, but we was on it.
It's a good video, though. It was a great video.
Oh, yeah, man.
I love
them.
They almost capture like almost like look like a movie to me.
Yeah.
And I had some zany ideas, and I was presenting it to them, and they were like, "Yeah, whatever you want to do, man. Like, as long as we can make it happen,
let's do it."
And they let me sit on the editing processes, and they would let me sit and tell them how I wanted shots and things. I mean, they really put it in my hands, and Manny is so good when it comes to that camera, man. Like
that's banging.
He's in your head. You know what I mean? Like,
that's super awesome.
He's in your head. Same with recording too. He's in your head. Like,
oh no, man, he's a talented dude, and he beat me in Street Fighter. I was upset about that. He beat me with Ryu. I was upset. And if you know me, I'm a gamer, so I was I was hot.
Dang, yeah.
But that's my guy though, so it wasn't like that. But he did beat me. I was like, oh, well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and switch games.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him about that. That I know about that when we leave now.
Yeah.
That's
Let him know. Yeah, Max did say that, man. That's crazy, man. So,
but shout out to them for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. The song that you got for us today, what's it called?
I didn't have one planned for today to drop. I do have something. Actually, I'm gonna go back again. It's called Head Spinning. It is kind of it's not going to be on the album. It's a promotional thing to kind of get back out because I have been gone for about 5 years,
Head
4
spinning.
or 5 years. Yeah, and it's an interesting little thing. I'm excited. I think we're going to have a visual with it too. As long as I can get that all together in time for you to hear it. So.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure we'll be able to check that thing out, man. I want to know what it's about and all that, man. So. I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. If you got some shout-outs, please give me some shout-outs, man.
Of course, I've already, said Todd and Manny and all them. Of course, Trent, for sure, for helping me with this new project and getting that together.
Shout out to the homie, Trent Small. That's my guy right there. Also the cameraman, too.
Yes. Yeah, man. Javier for doing my artwork. I don't know if I've shown you guys that yet, but I do have the cover art for that album that's coming out too. It's awesome. He did it. He outdid himself. Shout out to y'all really for having me out here.
We appreciate you, bro, for sure, man. Keep grinding, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
for sure.
Shout out.
Give me your socials too, man. Give me your socials so people can follow you and subscribe to you.
On Instagram, I go by Last Sabbath Day, so you can find me on there. And then, of course, I'm on Facebook. Been on there forever, and I just go by my government name, Grant Loreline, on there. So if you want to find me on there. And then on YouTube, you type LSD and the song title, it's gonna pop up. The videos usually pop right up, so you don't have to scroll or none of that stuff. You know what I mean? So
that's what's up, man. Well, thank you for sliding by, man. WEOA, man, 98.5 FM, man. The Midwest Music Grind, bro. I appreciate it, man. I hope you have a great summer. I'm looking forward to checking out this new album that you got coming out. I'm going to definitely be looking for you for some shows, all that cool stuff, man, coming up, man.
Right on,
so for
right
sure,
on.
man. I appreciate you, man. And y'all know what's going on, man. We still just getting started. It's summertime. And yeah, we still heating up. Let's get it, baby. It's going down with your boy, Dat Boi Maxxx, right here on the Midwest Muzik Grind. We'll see y'all next week for another new episode, baby. Peace.
It's about that time for the Midwest Muzik Grind. Independent artists shine. It's the Midwest Muzik Grind, and it's about that time for the Midwest Muzik Grind. Independent artists shine. It's the Midwest Muzik Grind.